On today's episode, we meet some standout Spartan athletes, celebrate Black History Month, and catch up with our very own Varsity girls basketball district champs, and much more. The Spartan Times starts now. Hey Spartans, welcome back to the 19th episode of the Spartan Times. I'm your host Felicity. Make sure to stick around for the end of the episode for insight on a senior here at Pebbles earning athletic scholarship. But first, we want to give a big congratulations for the girls basketball team who are winning the district championship. And here's a video on some of their thoughts on the big win.
Good morning, noon, or night, Spartans, and I hope you're having a great day so far. I know it's only going to get better after you hear that our very own girls varsity basketball team is district champs. Here's a quick montage and a few words that they have to say about their win.
We about to turn it up. We about to turn it up.
Into the playoffs, I feel like we really need to just focus and get everything together, and I think we'll be good and we can pull through and continue with the playoffs.
I feel super good, like we played really good, we played as a team.
I feel good, had actually a good night's rest last night. Super proud of the way that our girls played, and it's been something that we've been working for a long time, so we're super excited.
I feel like we did really good as a team. I feel like we executed both on offense and defense on the court.
It's a privilege. And I'm blessed to be surrounded by a bunch of girls that have super positive vibes and are always willing to put in the work.
I feel really excited. I feel like we can make it farther than just this first game, and I feel like we have a really good chance of going deep.
There you have it, Spartans, and make sure to support them at their playoff game on Monday. That's all I have for you today, guys, and back to you, Felicity.
Great job, Spartans, and remember, we need everyone to come to the playoff game this Monday at 5:30 against Midland High School. We need all teachers, administrators, and students to fill up the stands and show them our Spartan pride. Next up, we have a story made by Sam Mendiola on the prejudice and diversity occurring in society and ways we can change it.
We live our lives every day thinking that everything is all right, that there's nothing going on in the world, thinking that we're living in a dream, but reality has much more to show.
There are issues in which the law too often feels as if it is being applied in a discriminatory fashion.
We live in a society where hate, discrimination, and prejudice seems normal. It wasn't easy for anyone in the past to get by dealing with these issues, and it certainly isn't easy today dealing with the same issues. So now we must ask ourselves, what are possible reasons that these issues exist?
I think there's still prejudice and racism going on now because of history. Like, it was passed down to generations, and
I think that it's existed for this long, and it still has, just because we've been passed down generations with, oh, don't hang out with these people because of this reason. So it kind of just sticks through all the years that we've been here.
I want to say, because people are mad with themselves, so they take it out on other people, something like that. Because people are mad with themselves, so they take it out on other people. They see people aren't the same as them, so they hate on them. Or they're not the same as me, so they're going to be, I guess, mean, hateful towards them.
Well, I feel like it's insecurity. You know, usually when you're insecure about something, you want to make sure that you cut that off as much as possible. So like when people go in, they just want to feel better about themselves because they don't really know themselves, you know, personally. They'll, you know, attack someone else, make them feel more powerful because, you know, they need power in their life since, you know, either they've been taking that away from them or they just have a lack of.
Much prejudice and criticism is given to those of different race, religion, and or ethnicity. That's only looking at the issue from afar. But imagine being the one having to deal with these issues.
I feel like I've been left out with certain things because of my weight, I guess. I guess that's in a way of kind of, I wouldn't say prejudice, but of just, it's like along that context, like you're bigger, so like you can't be, you know?
The diversity in our culture and society has gotten too big to look past. So now we must ask ourselves, what are ways we can change this?
I think if someone finally speaks up to it and lets people know, hey, this is happening, then we'll actually notice and change.
We're all different in our own thing, but like if we come together as one, we not only take away our prejudice against each other, but we also take away our, you know, feeling of being alone.
If people were to show change in the way they view others around them, anywhere, in the workspace, at school, or even out in the streets, would make a big difference in our society, therefore bringing us much more closer together rather than being diverse and separated. We've managed to build and cultivate great things in society, yet we still treat each other as if we are different, when really, we're all riding on the same boat.
Thank you, Sam, for that inspiring message. Next up, February is Black History Month, and in honor of that, we have our second video in our series celebrating Black History Month. Let's take a look.
Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own kind? Who taught you to hate the race that you belong to? So much so that you don't want to be around each other. No, before you come asking Mr. Muhammad, does he teach hate, you should ask yourself, who taught you to hate being what God gave you?
On May 19, 1925, Malcolm Little was born. He grew up in foster homes after his father's passing, and his mother was committed into a mental institution. Eventually, Malcolm went back to Boston in 1946 and was convicted on burglary charges and sentenced to 10 years. While in prison, he started to learn about the Muslim religion and the Nation of Islam. He began to study the teachings of Elijah Muhammad. By the time he was on parole in 1952, he changed his surname to X. Malcolm was later appointed as a minister and national spokesperson for the Nation of Islam. Malcolm increased the amount of members for the NOI from 500 to 3,000. After gaining publicity, he realized the racial tensions that had surfaced. He also gained the government's attention. This created issues between the NOI and himself. In 1964, he resigned and created his own organization, the Muslim Mosque. Malcolm X was more known for speaking about violence. He thought violent behavior was efficient when it came to civil rights. On February 21, 1965, he was assassinated by 3 people from the NOI. Malcolm X and his teachings still live on today. He is one of many African American leaders that are talked about during Black History Month. Now, back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Daisy, for that story on Malcolm X. The next story is about the athletic signing that took place last week. These athletes signed to colleges and are one step ahead towards their future. Let's check them out.
Isaiah Davis. Isaiah signed during the early signing period with the University of Texas San Antonio. It is a Division I FBS school competing in Conference USA, located obviously in San Antonio, Texas. Isaiah was a unanimous all-district first-team selection at wide receiver, a second-team all-city selection at wide receiver, and was was selected to the Senior All-Star Game.
You know, it's been a blessing for me to be able to do everything that I love, playing football. And playing with my two brothers in college will be also a blessing. You know, it's a dream come true. So for me to do this, it's, you know, it just shows off that hard work pays off, and, you know, doing everything to the best of your ability really pays off too. So I just thank God and everybody for motivating me and keeping me healthy, and just it's been a blessing for everything.
Named second team academic All-State by the Texas High School Coaches Association with a GPA of over 98. Contributes to our football program as a 2-year letterman, as well as the all-time leader in interceptions with 5, and tied as the all-time leader in pass breakups with 11. Those numbers that might not seem like a lot, but when you got this guy lining up against their best player, they just don't throw that way very often. Except that, Elijah Davis.
I feel really excited about signing with my brothers. I get to play with them on the next level. And I feel really blessed to be able to play football, because not a lot of people get the opportunity to do this. And it's just a lot of emotions going through me right now. I'm happy, I'm excited.
Committing to Western New Mexico University, where he received his official offer from the quarterback this past weekend on his visit. Mustangs are a Division II football program competing in the Lone Star Conference and are located in Silver City, New Mexico. So, Sebastian Ochoa.
Basically, it's just an honor to be able to do my childhood dream. Being able to sign to a college and just play at a university is going to be fun and something I've always dreamt of. My family's helped me, these coaches have helped me, and my teammates have obviously helped me, so it's just going to be fun.
Thank you, Patrick, for that story, and congratulations to Sebastian, Isaiah, and Elijah for their accomplishments. The next story is about one of those achieving athletes, Isaiah Davis. Congratulations for signing to UT San Antonio, and thank you to Chris and Amari for this cool story. That's all we have for today, Spartans. I'm Felicity, and we'll see you next time on the Spartan Times.
My name's Isaiah Davis. I'm a 12th grader, play football, basketball, and track.
Let's go!
Some advice I would have was to always work hard, to you know, never give up on your dream. If you really want it, then you work hard for it, and, you know, just be one of the best players they can ever be. How I stay motivated for the future is always think about my family. So, like, when I think about quitting or something, I think about all the struggles that they've been through and all the things that I've been through. So I never quit. Some motivation that other people can have or other kids can have is just always think about the next level, and to always think about people that have done things for themselves, and just you want to work hard for those people. Some good qualities for a team captain is to always be a leader, to never put your team down, and to always just have that motivating spirit around your teammates and around everybody. Some things I do before a big game is I pray, I get a good stretch in, I eat right, just hang out with my friends, just some little stuff. Some sports that I would like to play that I don't play right now is soccer. I think because, you know, I'm very athletic and I can run pretty well, so I have a great endurance. Some things that I want to talk about after sports is, you know, playing with my twin. He's always been a great inspiration to me, always been great competition, and he pushes me to stay motivated to, you know, keep playing the sports that I do and to always try to be the best at what I do too.